This is Gambito, and I've been trying to make this game for almost 2 years now. If you've seen some of my short form content before, thank you, and welcome to my first long form video. If you're completely new here, well, I still thank you, and welcome to the chaos. There's so much I want to say about this project, but to understand what the game actually is, we have to start with the story. It was September 2024. I was going through arguably the darkest period of my 20 or so years of life. I was a third year computer science student. The school works was relentlessly pacing up, and if you were a college student or a recent graduate back then, you know how impossible it is to find a job or an internship. Honestly, it still kinda is. And on top of that, the AI hype was reaching the peak. Everyone was panicking about programming jobs just disappearing overnight, and to be fair, myself included. So, out of this pure frustration, I decided to channel that energy into something to fight against depression. I started to making this game, and oh boy, let me tell you, when I first started, I was bad at art. Originally, it was supposed to be a single-player roguelike deck builder. It has all the standard features you can think of, like draftings, powered up, enemy progressions, whatnot, you know, that kind of things. The only thing that maybe make it stand out was it features chess, which looking back is pretty funny because if I stuck with that, the release of Gambazoa will completely run me over. Then, during the summer of 2025, something shifted. I looked at what I had built and realized just how inspiring it actually felt. Design compiling enemy was brutal, and the whole loop just felt empty. It almost felt like the game was fundamentally designed to be played by 2 players. And then it clicked. Why don't I just make it a multiplayer game? Now, let me remind you, I did not have a massive background in game development. I have a handful of game jam under my belt and that's it. I don't have any experience building an online multiplayer game, but how hard can it be, right? Surely it cannot be that hard. Now, let me set you back a little bit. I have always been obsessed with card games, TCGs and CCGs. I've been poured countless hours into Hearthstones, Legends of Runeterra, Magic the Gathering, Gwent, you name it. But recently, a lot of those games have broken my heart. Legends of Runeterra cut back its multiplayer support because of profit margin. Hearthstone leans heavily into aggressive monetization, and by that I mean the pet gacha. Magic is flooded with endless universes beyond, and Gwent, well, we can just say, let's let Gwent rest in peace. Every single one of those changes happened because of money. My goal with Gambito is to build a multiplayer game that costs me next to nothing to actually run, and because it doesn't cost me anything to keep the lights on, I can make a promise that I can update this game indefinitely, purely for the love of the genre. And thanks to Steam's infrastructure, that's actually possible. So keep that dream in mind, I dove into multiplayer. And let me tell you, it is hard. To this day, the netcode is janky. It requires a total system redesign, massive change to the game flow, and mountains of bugs just pile on top of each other like an onion. And while drowning in the network logic, I still had to figure out the visuals. The colors looks weird at start, but slowly and gradually, I started to learn how to draw just a little bit better. And after a full years of development, here we are. Is the game perfect? Far from it. It's still janky and has its quirks, but it's my honest work. What started as a delusional dreams now featured over 120 cards to build from, a solo goldfish mode, a proper tutorial, and maybe most importantly, you can now invite your friends to a proper duel. In mid-June, I'm gonna release the demo version, which is essentially the full game but for a limited of time. And in mid-July, the game will officially be launched on Steam. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, there's this thing called marketing in the game industry. It usually involves hypnotizing people into believing the game is absolutely flawless and worth every penny and every second of your time. But, honestly, I don't think I can convince you that. To be honest, telling my story does make me feel like someone on those talent shows. So let's be real. Is this game worth for everyone? No, probably not. The game isn't fully finished in a lot of ways. A passion project like this never truly is. But I can paint you a picture of what I want the future of this game look like. If and when the game gets updated, here's the roadmap. The first things, I want to make a proper matchmaking system where you can find random people online and actually play with them. Secondly, I want to open up the Steam Workshop. I'll be honest, I still don't fully understand how modding architecture works under the hood, but I wanted to learn and build a community around it. Thirdly, I want to publish my internal tools. I built a system that let me create new cards incredibly fast. And if I can connect the backend to a clean UI visual, that means you'll be able to create your own cards using a visual language. That is, no programming needed. So, if you want to support the crazy dream I have, it will mean a lot to me if you wishlist Gambetto on Steam, subscribe to this channel, or just join the Discord server. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I know this is a weird one, but I hope I can see you in June when the demo is released.